This is a disclaimer. Look at this. So before you get big tires, I'm talking 37s plus, whatever, you have to reroute the airline. There is no other option. It's maintaining. You got to go to service.tesla.com. The process is daunting. If you want to replace the entire process, the line is easy, but man, you got to take off this. What I'm going to do is going to be a $10, $15 fix. What is this rod? Well, I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but we may have just fixed it.
We make the strings
Louder. So before you get big tires, I'm talking 37s plus, whatever, make sure you do not get those until you have done this. You redo the airline, or this will happen. Not this exactly, but let me show you. Look at this. So a birdie told me that I should have moved the airline because tires do rub. The lift kit for the Cybertruck is in production. I think it's like 10 grand, something stupid. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we do alternatives and we just let it rub. But as it rubs, at least on this, it doesn't rub at high amounts because when it's going like, 70 miles an hour, it's high, but it's those small, slower speeds, the small turns, that's when it rubs because it crouches, right? That's when you have challenges. So a couple of things you can do is you can get these little, I forgot what those things are called. Little orange things, replace them because it'll sit higher when it's at lower speeds. That'll give you a little bit of lift there. But the second thing you gotta do is make sure that that doesn't happen, is you're gonna have to move the airline. So this is a disclaimer for those that are gonna be putting bigger tires on their trucks. I should have thought about this, someone told me about this, but I gotta be real, I just like, it'll be okay. I should have. If you're gonna put bigger wheels on your truck, you have to reroute the airline. There is no other option, because if you don't, you're gonna end up in a situation where you have to replace the whole airline. Suspension kit for this truck is about 10 grand. Ain't got time for that. I just let it go. And what I should have done is I literally should have taken off the airline and I should have just literally rerouted it. Where? Well, instead of it being exposed like this, I should have put it underneath, inside, so that even if it rubbed, it wouldn't be an issue. If I was really concerned, I could have grounded this down and I just made it smooth. Problem is I didn't. Now look at that. And just doing a visual inspection, that's the reason the airline is not working. So what I'm gonna do is gonna be a $10, $15 fix. Fingers crossed. Harbor Freight is your best friend. I'm gonna use this bad boy, rubber welder. Guys, this thing has saved my life a lot of times. It's just basically a rod that's heated up. You got some rubber welds, I'll show you. All it is this rod, and you got some of these plastic pieces, and you just heat the rod up and you apply it there and you let it do its thing. Now, if you want to make it super solid, you put some metal in there so that it can kind of use it as a structure, kind of like how they build construction buildings, or you can just do it by itself. All it is reinforced rubber anyway. So I'm going to see what I can do. But before I do that, I am going to go ahead and reroute the airline. First things first, you got to put it in service mode. Once you put it in service mode, you jack it up like you saw me doing, take the stuff off. You can take off take it off from there. You have to remove some of this stuff here. The little zip ties there. And what I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and put it underneath to protect it from any rubbing moving forward. All right, so how to enter the service mode on a Cybertruck. All these options. So first you hit the little menu there, go to where it says software, and each Tesla has a name of whatever model vehicle you have. Mine's a Cybertruck. You're gonna put your fingers on there and just hold it there for I think about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, maybe 5 seconds then. And the passcode is service, SERVICE. It's gonna give you a little warning. Enter. It's just saying, don't mess around with some things. If you know what you're doing, hit enter. Now this is everything that's available in service mode, yo. Don't mess around with stuff that you have no idea what it does. It's a 14 mil to get this airline off. Just gotta go little by little. Nothing else you can do. To getting almost all the way out, just pull out. I'm gonna get these off, and I'm gonna redo them. And I'm gonna go, like I said, down through here, then this one through there as well, and then I might keep that. Not a problem. I'm probably gonna just grind this down a little bit. Obviously, look at how this is rubbing. Grind this pinch well to see if I'm probably gonna grind this pinch well down with the angle grinder, since that's the only place it's rubbing. It doesn't rub at 70 miles an hour, just so everyone knows. I mean, that's a immediate blowout. It only rubs when you're in full lock in situations like 2 miles an hour, parking, things like that. So, heads up. That's the line. I've welded a little bit of it there, so you can focus. I'm gonna just weld the rest and then take it through. So here is the driver's side. It was fine. Only thing here was just this area here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and grind this down a little bit, make it nice and smooth for this pinch weld, and then just tuck it in underneath as well. And there is rubbing on this opposite side that, I mean, there's nothing that it can damage, but what I might do is I'm gonna get some links, new links, so I can make sure that it sits a little bit higher to prevent it from rubbing as much. And, you know, until I get that lift kit, I'm considering just running the stock tires, but I think I can do without it, because you look at this, there's no damage whatsoever. Yeah, so let's see what's possible. All right, guys, so already tightened it. Here's what I did. Routed it here, all the way down, inside there, so it's protected. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grind this bad boy down, and we should be good. Put it back. All right, so here's the airline diagram. I don't really want to mess with all that, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think what you would have to take off just to run that, and it looks like it would suck. So just so you know, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit the menu. All right, so I turn off jack mode, and it's airing up. Let's see if it maintains it, or if look at both. Looking at this one, that's the one that was in question, and it's maintaining. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go, but we may have just fixed it. So everything looks like it's maintaining pressure. Gotta go ahead and put everything back, and this is how you exit that mode. There's a little exit sign. Uh-oh, I think you hold on to it. There we go. So yeah, we're back in normal mode. It looks fine. Leveling is disabled while charging, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the tires back on, and let's see if we're good to go, y'all. All right, looks like we still got problems. Check pressure. Rise. Okay, let's see. All right, so I do system check. So it did not work. It was a long shot. Again, I remember that with that kind of pressurized line, I doubt that plastic welder would have worked anyway. Fix didn't work, so I'm gonna either have to replace the entire airline, which will suck, or just splice it. So if you wanted to go the route of replacing the airline, which I mean, it's 40 bucks each side, you got to go to service.tesla.com, you know, then you log in, and then, all right, once you're there, go to service information, Cybertruck, service manual, English, suspension, and then you're gonna look for the air suspension system, and you're gonna look for compressing exhaust, no, left side, because there's a left side, right side. The process is daunting. If you want to replace the entire process, the line is easy, but man, you got to take off this, I mean, all this. I'm just going to go through this. You can pause if you want to see how to do all this, y'all. Got to take that off. Take off the bed. The process is extensive. I'm just going to go through. Okay. So I think you get the point. Then eventually you go down, go through the front, take that stuff off. It's a lot, y'all. It's a whole lot. So instead of doing that, what I'm going to do, and this is just halfway, look, like there's still a lot more. Like, wow. I'm just going to go ahead and try to splice a line. Just Googled what size airline the Cybertruck airlines are, and Rebuild Masters came up. Got in Rebuild Masters, and here is the airline. So I'm just going to literally splice. I've done it before for other vehicles. I'm just going to splice it. What I'm going to do is get this universal, what do they call it? Union connector. I'm going to get a second one just so I can have it in the event I need it for the passenger side. We'll wait a couple days. When it shows up, we'll see what happens. So I'm actually, I got this new airline from, this is an airline from Remaster Tech. It's specifically for a Cybertruck, and I'm gonna see if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is the last shot, because either that or I have to take this whole thing apart and redo the whole airline. And I know the Tesla shop will not be very, very kind to me doing that. I just had a convo with Alternative Hose. I'm gonna go down there. They said that they have a 8mm fitting, which is what we need for the Cybertruck airline. Somehow I ordered from Remaster Builders Tech 6mm, which just simply goes to the tank. But I'm gonna try to make sure it's done right. Eventually, I think I will eventually have to change the whole airline if I can't find a permanent solution. But right now, it just works. I don't really want to have to take apart everything. I mean, the part is cheap, $8, but the effort it takes to take apart this, that, this, I think it can be done. I think a lot of people are scared to do it. Call me crazy, but I think it can be done. I've worked in high pressure situations in the oil field where we were doing, you know, thousands of pounds of pressure, and we fixed things that worked permanently for bigger amounts of pressure. So there is no way that this won't work.